I'm back early. I said I'd be back Thursday. Because our country is in a sorry state. And especially this here, this breaks your heart. This breaks your heart to see anybody have to suffer. Because again, people are looking for health treatment. They're not looking for it because they don't need it, because they do need it. They do need it. That's why they're looking for it. And this is to do with many other things, but over 100,600 children are waiting on health waiting lists. And the big thing, everything it probably would be a lot more. It probably would be a good bit only for the lockdowns too and all the cancellation appointments and things like that. It's just not acceptable. And again, people are still saying we should have lockdowns and things like that. This is the harm that's been caused. People have been left off waiting lists for the last 2 years, and it's going to be an overwhelming amount of people waiting for healthcare treatment. And unfortunately, some could die because some could be so severe that they need treatment, and the treatment's not there because they haven't got the resources or whatever the story is. But we really can, and there's this thought that says we can do better. Like again, they're all obsessed in the head with COVID, the hospitals and things, and they wouldn't see anybody else or anything else. And many people have probably died because of illnesses, other illnesses, heart attacks, strokes. They wouldn't seem to. They were told to go home and to stay at home. And again, a lot of these people are probably dead, and that's to say straight. But this is children. So basically, it says for neurological diseases. I don't know what that is. Again, I'm not too good with medical profession, but this just gives you an example of this doctor. She said it could be 2035 before somebody's getting an appointment. 2035. This is 2021. 2035. This is what this doctor's saying for neurological diseases. Diseases. And now I don't know how serious this disease is, but that's far too long to wait for anything. It shouldn't be a year, let alone that long. Like, kingdoms have risen and fallen in that amount of time. Like it's really, really just it's really just a sorry state of a country. And that's all I say, and I hate to use that word, but what kind of a country are we if we can't take care of our young children? The future, basically the future of our country. And we're just abandoning them. And the same as we abandon elderly people, we abandon everybody. It's really, really is sad. It really is a sad state of affairs. And again, I say this to people who are just absolutely mad and having lockdowns every 10 seconds of the day. This is what it's caused. Again, the health service was already in the mess before before COVID came along and things like that. But it's beyond a mess. It's really just beyond it. It's an absolutely hell of a disaster. It's hell on earth, really. That's the disaster that we're in at the moment. And that doesn't I think it's over 1 million people waiting for different treatments in the HSE, both adults and children. This is 10,000 children. Just to say that's the population of Cavan, nearly, and then add a bit of Leitrim. Actually, add Leitrim in. That's the population of two counties. That's how many children that's been left out. For different diseases, some could have heart disease, lung cancer, God forbid. And they've been just abandoned and been left. And again, it's to do with the lockdowns. And again, we have to say it straight. It's the lockdowns that really have condemned a lot of people to an early grave, and that's what we have to say straight. Because a lot of these people, if they have severe illnesses, they need to be seen to straight away. The time is at the essence. You can't just push it down the road and say forget about it for 5 weeks or 5 months or 6 years. Because the illness will catch up to you, and that's as simple as that. And that's why I'm back today saying because it's beyond comprehensible that we actually are just letting people suffer from all of the citizens. We're all up in the head about COVID, which we shouldn't be. And we're letting children suffer. Like we're letting 10,000 children suffer, even though it could be not severe illnesses or anything like that. It's still they should be seen to. Like their parents pay for a health service. They pay for a reason. They don't pay for the sake of paying. They pay for a reason that they shouldn't be looked after. That they will be looked after. And again, it's just it's really, really a sorry state of affairs this country is. That's all I say. But hopefully, please God, that some kind of bright light will come down and help us out. But it's just really. So 8,000 just reading this CTS ultrasounds an MOI. Um, so 8,000, like that's a lot. A speech problem and things like that. Yeah. It's not fair. It really isn't fair on our young people. To put them through this, and it's not fair on the parents. It's not fair with the fair, and it's not fair on anybody. Like, let's be fair here. It's not fair on anybody. Um, it's just sad. It's just really sad state of affairs. And again, I say this to people who always are talking about lockdowns and things like that. That, you know, there comes a point and there comes a time where you have to learn that other things have happened apart from COVID. There's life outside of COVID. And there's things happening that are affecting people, that really affected people more than COVID. And things like this, as you see here, and again, it's really just a sad country. That's all I say. Thank you.